What's wrong then?
Congratulations tonight. Another big win this week. Is it the perfect sort of result to start to hopefully go a bit of momentum for you, the crucial part of the season?
Yeah, of course. We are in an industry where it's all about results. And I've asked after the Bournemouth game, or not asked, asked as well to the players, but told you as well that we have to improve in both boxes, because in between we do so many things at such a high level. And in the last two games, scoring 10, only conceding 1, I think I can safely say that has been a big improvement. And so yeah, pleased and happy that we have these two results, but because of the many points we've dropped, we are also aware that this is certainly not enough.
I guess it's another game where you must be delighted that you managed to sign Gdid.
Yeah, but not only him. I think our other signings played a very good game as well. Everyone should talk about his goals and his actions and how nice this is, because this is where pundits or every fan should talk about, because that's much more important than work rate off the ball for them. But for me as a manager, I see throughout the last 6-7 months improvement, but lately a lot of improvement in terms of work rate off the ball. Not even work rate, but the ability to keep on going off the ball with, especially with Hugo and Florian. They've improved throughout the last 7 or 8 months. But now I think everyone can see that improvement as well. And the better we are off the ball, the more we have the ball, the more we have the ball, the more they can show how special they are. And all the ones that won the league here are together. And unfortunately, that took a bit of time, because that's how high the intensity levels of the Premier League are.
And can I just finish by asking about Ibu Kanante? Obviously, it was really emotional moment, him scoring here for us.
Yeah, of course you can. He had a very difficult 2 weeks and probably still has a difficult time. But we spoke in the end of last week when he said, I'm planning to be back in the end of this week. So that would have meant that he could not have played this game. But when he saw all the problems we had defensively, he called me early this week, say, I want to be back to help the team against Newcastle. And he came back Wednesday, trained twice with us. And today, not only he scored a goal, but I think he played a great game, and the fans were really appreciative throughout the whole game. But definitely at the end when he scored, and his teammates were just as appreciative when he came in the dressing room after the final whistle.
Richard?
I think you touched on it a bit there, but the understanding that Hugo Ekitike and Florian Wirtz are building, particularly in the last few weeks, it must be something you're very pleased with, and that bodes very well.
Yeah, no, of course. But I don't think it comes to a surprise to anyone. Definitely not to me, because the more players play together, the more they can find an understanding. And I've tried to explain why it was difficult for them to play earlier on in the season every 3 days a game. And now they are able to do that because they can keep going. They can play more often together. We can play more often with the same team or same combinations. And as last season has shown, the more you can play together, the better it is. And I've always said that I would love to play, not love, but I prefer to play as much as I can with the same 11. But for obvious reasons, that wasn't always possible. But now it's more and more possible. And then you can also see that connections are getting better and better, not only with these two, but also with other players.
Arnie said there about the teammates, teammates showing their appreciation for him. Could you give us more of a picture of what actually happened this after the final whistle when he comes?
He and I think Florian had an interview after the game, so then we were all waiting for the last two to come in. And then when he came in, of course, everybody was cheering for the both of them, but definitely also for Ibu, because it's very nice for him to score a goal when he is in such a difficult time. And I think this team has shown that we are always there for each other in difficult circumstances, and that's what they were for him in the last few days. And that's why I think they were so happy for him that he was able to score, which was told to me, but I'm not sure if I'm lying, but his first goal at Anfield since he's here. That's what people told me, but I don't know if that's true.
Apologies.
Arney, you come from behind to win a league game for the first time since Tottenham match from London Tyson. How important is that this time? How old you the team breaking that barrier that you can come through sort of the adversity of the first?
What a bad statistic is that? I wasn't even aware of it. You're talking about home games or home and away games? It's the first time that we go behind after the Tottenham game and that we win a game of football?
Yeah.
In the league? Oh, in the league. Okay, yeah, but still, that's a long time ago. I think so many times we've come back from going behind and so many times we've showed mentality, but unfortunately, like last week, we conceded in the end. So I think not only coming back from and winning it, I think it's the whole way we won it, the way we defended in our box, the desire we had to attack the other box, because we had a very tough first half hour, but after that first hour, we could have scored more goals than it took quite a long time, let's put it that way, before we scored the third. We had a lot of opportunities to score it earlier. But we just kept on fighting. There was a great combination between the fans and the players. And I think that is indeed important to come back from behind. But I think it's even more important the way we played in both boxes.
Do a couple more, Beth and Bruce.
I was speaking about what Hugo's brought on the pitch for you as well. There's a video this week of him on the training ground with all of the canteen staff, and you've spoken before about how well liked he is at the training ground. Just tell us a bit about his character, because he seems like a real character.
Yeah, funny, happy. Always brings nice energy to the training ground, but also to the stadium because the fans love him as well. From the start he's here, I think everybody can see how special he is, how fast he is. That was probably seen the best in the second goal he scored. He took a 1v1 on, went on the outside, which is very, very difficult in modern football to beat someone around, because usually players go to the inside and have a shot with the right. But there you can see his space. But again, I would love to mention the fact that he's not only, he probably didn't even improve that much on the ball because he was special from the start, but his biggest improvement is his work rate off the ball, and that is so helpful and necessary for any team, let alone for a team that wants to press throughout 95 minutes.
Lewis, last one.
There was a bit of talk yesterday about Inter Milan wanting Curtis Jones. I presume you don't want anyone leaving within the next 2 days before the deadline. Certainly senior players.
Yeah, I think there's always a lot of talks about Liverpool and a lot of talks about Liverpool players. There was a lot of noise around the club in the last week, maybe I should say weeks, but I think our fans showed today what noise really means. That's being loud, because they were so helpful today. So that is what noise here is in Liverpool. I think we are trying to strengthen the squad and not trying to weaken it. And but yeah, 48 hours or 72, I don't know how long to go. So let's see where the window ends up.
Thank you.
Yeah.